just brief quick update. The artwork that I've been using on all of these videos is actually my own. This is stuff I've made using various programs. Link down below to my DeviantArt page if you want to see more of the rest. Let me know what you think. And tell me if you prefer this over the old distracting style, because these ones are a little bit easier. But let me know what you think. On to the meat of the video, which is the very often argument we hear, and it is a true argument, I think, but I think it's used and abused way too much, which is absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. We all hear this argument when we're debating theists, conspiracy theorists, UFOs, New Agers, you name it. That they often use, well, just because there's no evidence of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Well, most recently I heard this dealing with King Herod's killing of all the babies. Well, just because there's no evidence that it happened doesn't mean it didn't happen. The problem is there's sort of a other part of that, which is absence of evidence is evidence of absence when there should be evidence. Just because we don't see evidence doesn't mean that it's still plausible. You have to bring into question what are the chances of it being true. If something's true, how likely is it we should see evidence for it? Like New Age, werewolves, vampires, or anything else. They may exist, but in a world like, especially nowadays, how long could they remain hidden without being seen? So you can't use that as evidence, because we should see something. There should be some form of evidence, and you can't just use it. It's the same thing with religious things. You know, any argument like this that can be used for any other religion isn't going to help your case when you're talking to me. If you want to convince me that your story is true, of Jesus, the babies, whatever, I want actual evidence. Absence of evidence is evidence of absence. If I should expect to see something. And it's not an answer in lieu of evidence, because it's still the burden on you to prove it. Whereas absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, pushes the burden of proof on the other person to prove you're wrong. Find evidence that it's absent, rather than it just not there. And this is sort of the crux, especially the last couple of videos. Just, these things might work internally to prove Christianity to Christians, but if you want to prove it to a non-Christian, or an atheist, or anyone else, you need something that will convince them. Because I have no bone, I have no reason to accept Christianity over any other religion. And I don't accept any religion. So telling me that I should accept the evidence for Christianity and just ignore the absence of evidence for you, well, I could do that with a real religion. It's a non sequitur. So, rate, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on this one. And I appreciate all the comments and people that talk and discuss stuff. Even if I disagree with you, I enjoy it. So please keep it up.